Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to modded OpenTTD. Last time I claimed that there were no malls at all in Sunborough. I was wrong. There is in fact 3 of them. They're just right out here on the outskirts of town. Instead of demolishing the inner city, they've just kind of built them out here in the borderlands where we actually haven't expanded the road network. So I think in order to facilitate the further growth of this town, I think we need to just quickly sort out some of the roads out here because they've been left to their own devices for a bit too long, as far as I can tell. That's caused these roads to just pretty much be hell. So, in trying to kinda get rid of the major problems with having such lousy roads, let's just kinda, yeah, just give them a bit of space to build on here and try to, yeah, make it a bit easier for people to, and potentially road vehicles to get from A to B, in case we ever decide to implement them here as well. So I think that takes care of the worst of it. Let's just expand a bit here around the airport. And I kinda want to demolish this house as well. Alright, there we go. That should allow them to expand a bit more. We definitely don't need this bit here. They could easily fit a house there. Same. No, we can't. There's a house. Okay, so let's get rid of these side streets here. Let us actually have a look at No Name City, which I think I'm finally gonna name. As someone pointed out, cities are often named after the one who founded them, and since I pretty much founded this city, I think it's only fair that I get to name it after myself. So, Jerrytopia, Cherryville, Jerrytown, Jerryland, let's see, Cherryville, sure, Cherryville. Alright, it has a name now, at least some sort of name. As you can see, they actually demolished their stadium here and instead built a hardware store. So that solves one of our problems in terms of delivering stuff like goods and building materials. Now we have a definite location to deliver those. They're also starting some skyscrapers here, which is really good news for the town. Newborough Bay down here are still playing with all the malls, all 4 of them. But at least they still have the stadium. And Cherryville has finally got some sidewalks and some nice evergreens. Beautiful. And they got a new stadium. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is fine and dandy. Now, one thing that you guys keep mentioning to me is that if I don't have a separate station for each type of road vehicle, I'm gonna end up having a jam here, and you're perfectly correct, I will have a jam. However, I have changed the orders of all of these to just load whatever is available, so if there's nothing at the station, they won't wait for it, they'll just run empty for a while. It'll cut down on the profits from each vehicle a bit, maybe, but it will also prevent all the other vehicles here just kind of getting old and just standing there and breaking down in line. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Let's just do this. So hopefully with all of these vehicles on just load if available, they should fill up nicely. Anyway, we have some fishing grounds out here, which I reckon is a shame if we don't actually use them, and since we have this fishing harbor right here, we can get plenty of food to actually deliver to the towns by just having a ship picking up a couple of fish out here. So why not? That's my judgment here, why not? So I kind of for once want to use a different ship than the one we always use, but the thing about the fish mod is that all the ships are available from 1817 onwards, and that leaves you pretty much, if it's the only one you use, it leaves you pretty much with just the default ships to grow into. Okay, there are a couple here, passengers, large vehicle ferries, okay, it does have a couple of other ships, but they're not that interesting, and like a paddle steamer, come on. I'm just I just kind of feel like I'm lacking smaller cargo ships that pop up later. There's stuff like this, but that's only passenger ferry, so that's not really useful to us. And that one, you know what? Screw it, let's try and get a cargo hovercraft here. Just for fun. Let's see, we can make it carry fish, and then we can make it go all the way over here, because this one produces about twice as much as this one. So unload that there. And let's actually see a fast ship for once. How much can you carry? 30 tons of fish, that's not a lot. But at least you're fast. I don't know if you'll actually be profitable, but for once I want to see another ship. One that's preferably a bit faster, so let us pin this one in the corner and have a look around while we wait. So I've wondered whether I should... Actually, do I want to build a bridge over here? I won't be able to connect it, that's kind of the sad part. Unless I do a bit of terraforming here. I could of course try and do that, but it'll just end up being a mess. Let's just leave that as a dead end. So, Cherryville, 1800, it's grown, what, 600 since we started this episode? There's still a statue of me here in the middle, there's our company headquarters right there, which basically gets all the goods delivered. We have another skyscraper office building coming up here, and they're continuously revamping all the sidewalks too, because of the town growing, so that's very, very nice. Are they actually building a hotel over here, or is that another mall? That's another mall. Welcome to mall number 5. Why? Because why not? Alright. These two. They actually have like the old-fashioned hotel here. So let's see. They need food, and I don't think we're delivering any food to these guys, so that's a shame. So I guess these guys are just gonna pretty much stay at these sizes until we can get some food up there. And I don't have any plans of doing that immediately. However, there is a grain mill right there, so we could potentially do it. Cherryville Airport now accepts goods. But it doesn't accept food. Oh god. It actually doesn't accept food. You guys know what that means, right? It means we have to get a road vehicle over here to expand this. But they refuse to allow us to do that. God. You would think that they'd be grateful for all I've done for them, but nope. Not at all. Alright, let's see. Profit this year, you've just barely made a bit of a profit. Impressive. I mean, the running cost 57,000, and since it's only making like 16,000 each run, I really can't see this one actually being profitable, but that doesn't matter at all. Alright, we need the food from here to go somewhere else, because apparently there's just not enough demand for it here, unless of course we end up funding the grocery store. I reckon we should do that. That was not the one. Fund new industry, grocery store. And see if we can put it right there. This one should now accept food, yep. And the stuff that we delivered already is pretty much gone, but anything else that they end up picking up or delivering will be delivered to the grocery store. And I do believe that this one's also covered by this station here. Yeah, fruit. Alright, so they can pretty much accept anything that we could potentially fathom delivering to them now. Except maybe coal. Do they accept alcohol? Alcohol? Yes, they do. Good. Alright. And this one, okay, it's... the profit margins are getting a bit higher. That's good. Alright. So, do they still not want milk? Actually, they are starting to want milk now. Alright. Do we have any dairy? We do. We actually have right out here. Now, I reckon this is close enough to the town that we can just send out a road vehicle for it, really. So let us make a nice little road for it here. And since we already have one road going out of town here, we might as well just extend that one. So, station there, depot there, why not? New vehicles, and we need something that's, I guess, has a tank on it. And something that's fast. Yeah, this one is pretty fast. This one's pretty big, on the other hand. Do we want size or speed? We want speed. Refit to milk. Go here, full load, and go in here, unload. Go, go, go! And I'm just gonna clone you immediately, because why not? Alright, that's some milk at least sorted out. If we want these to extend their production, we need farming supplies, but I don't think we have any of those in surplus really that we can bring out here. And besides, I don't think the milk requirements are that big. I mean, we can have a look here and see. Milk 59. So yeah, compared to stuff like goods and alcohol and petrol for that matter, it's really not that much. So the one little station out there should be enough. Alright, building materials here, we actually have a surplus. Ratings are really poor actually, so we need to clone whatever train is carrying these. So let's get a hold of you and clone you. Go ahead. We might as well get those delivered as much as we can. Alcohol, that's down here, we're fabricating that. Ratings, alcohol poor, we're actually making more than we're transporting. That's really bad. But on the other hand, that means we can start setting up our brand new system here. So let us get yet another Timmy! And actually just fill him up with as much as he can possibly, like within the length of the stations here, because all the stations we've made are 6 blocks long, but I've only been making the train 5. And since this is probably the longest route ever in the history of our company, pretty much from one end of the map to the other, we want him to carry as much as he can. Transfer and leave empty, yeah. And we need a name for you. Let's see, what alcohol are we selling here? It's being fabricated in, what, Gardhatten? Yeah. So, what's a good name for a Gardhatten? Pint, Lager, Pisswasser. What beer types begin with G? Ah, whatever. Gardhatten, Dark Lager Express. There we go. It's a dark lager. And it's pretty much almost full. Fruit. All the stuff that we're delivering here, do we actually exhaust our options of that? Ratings, food, very good. But it's not perfect. So, let's see, train, clone train. And all of these are getting old apparently. Alright, we're starting to have a lot of trains that are old. So let us see, replace vehicles. Any of these Floss 47s? I want to replace with these. Start replacing vehicles. That should increase the general speed on our track. It's kind of odd really. Is this like a non-electrified depot or... No? I don't think so, at least because it just kinda managed list when I said replace vehicles. It shows me all these old ones here which apparently... let's remove these so they don't show up anymore. Alright. It shows all the Floss 47 diesels, but it doesn't show all the electric ones. Oh, that's because I have to pick here. Ah. Well, we might as well, now that we're working on it, replace all the 30s here with the 40s. So start replacing those as well. Alright, that should be done then. Alright. Grain, that's up here. Are we delivering all that we can here? We're not delivering all the sugar beet. So let us copy one of the sugar beet trains here. But I don't want to... Okay, that one has been replaced, so we can clone this one. Good. And that should allow us to transport a bit more of the sugar beet. Now the sugar beet is going to this very explosive refinery over here, from where we are only picking up good on the food. So let us grab this one here, and actually not clone yet, we need to open this list and see, okay, what food pickup trains do we have here? We only have this one. We only have this tiny little one. Even coming here, that's kind of bad. And since he hasn't been replaced yet, he's broken down of course, we need to, I guess, make a new vehicle. Give him a bunch of food vans. It seems to be rather small, short, and then go control click on that one, share orders, there we go. Alright, that should be a bit more of that food being delivered. Now, where else do we have sort of stuff that we've kind of been neglecting? Excellent rating there. How's the ratings down here? Piss poor. We could get a lot of mail here for the towns that we're trying to grow, because there's being picked up a lot more passengers than mail here. So let's get a Timmy and put a lot of mail carriages on him. And of course we need him to go over here and transfer. And no loading. Alright, go ahead Timmy. Train 99. Look at that. We have 99 trains, 70 road vehicles, 21 ships and 11 aircraft. We have 99 trains, and some famous train is not one of them. Sorry, my joke completely failed there. This town is growing fast. 4,000 now. They're starting to need goods. Alright, goods. Where do we have goods that we're not picking up? Where are we producing goods actually? We are producing goods right here. And they are all being picked up. That's good. Haha. Haha. Down here we are also making goods. 62% being transported from the textile mill. That's not good enough. What the hell is happening here? Except that we have a capacity overload of transport vehicles. That would seem to be the case, that we just have a transport capacity overload. Ah well. We do have some goods down here that are not being picked up, so let's get another Timmy here. And goods. Just fill up completely. That's the wrong train I'm fiddling with there. Full load and all the way over here. Go here. Transfer and leave empty. There we go. Alright, that's some goods. Now, do we have anywhere else that we're making goods? Let's see, the refineries here, they produce chemicals and petrol. The stockyard here is making food, which we're not really using. Over here we are making farm supplies, engineering supplies, so that's not goods either. Down here that's a stockyard, so that's food. Alcohol. We checked that one. This one is just a transfer station for livestock, which is not being emptied. Let's see. Do we have any other potential sites for goods production? There's the oil there. We have farming supplies up here. We're gonna build a yard that we're just unloading stuff on and picking up scrap metal, I hope. We're picking up some of it at least. Train 47, you're not really doing enough. Let's get another one. And alright, so it would appear that we do not have anywhere else that we're actually making goods. We got that one textile mill down here. So the question is whether we can beef up the production here and actually bring that on. But I think I'm gonna leave that for the next episode because I am running out of time, or rather you guys are running out of attention, according to my research. So in the time that we've been optimizing stuff here, the town has grown from what, 1200 to 5000 people. They're starting to need goods now, and that's what we've pretty much started solving now. We have a lot of food in surplus over here that we're not delivering. So let's find that food vehicle quickly. I think it's this one. Yeah. And clone him a couple of times. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys for now. I'm Jerry, and this has been Modded OpenTTD. Until next time.